It is an absolutely beautiful day today. It is 34 degrees, except it is supposed to start getting windy around 11 o'clock, and then it's supposed to start raining because it's supposed to get up to, I believe, about almost 40, so it's supposed to be 39 today. So right now it's beautiful, but the bad weather is coming, and right now, yes, I am driving, but I am in the Maple Woods. You can see behind me, actually you can see out the window here, you can see some of our lines, and you can see that I am just on a path right now in the Maple Woods. So my dad bought an old railroad track, so the railroad tracks used to go through here. So the driveway that I'm on is where the railroad tracks used to go through. And then on both sides of the tracks we have our Maple Woods. I am currently working on a line that never ends, so it's a main line that just keeps going. And what makes it even more fun and challenging is that the line I'm on actually crosses over a wet dry line. So every single individual lateral line I have to walk over and try to take all my stuff and cross the wet dry line a million times. But what I pulled my camera out for is because I got this comment quite a bit, so I wanted to address it. People were asking why we don't use a snowmobile. So maple syrup, this is not a row crop. Sugar maples grow naturally where we are in our area, and so they are just naturally growing in the wild. You find them in the woods. So you can't just use a harvester or machine that you can just go down in a row like grapes and just pick them. You have to manually walk through all of them. And you can't use a snowmobile because there's just thickets and brush, trees down. All the taps are kind of all together, and we use the tubing system because we use a vacuum pump. So all of our lines are kind of, as you can see all around me, they're all over, and you have to cross over each line. So using a snowmobile is just not realistic. I wish it was, because it would save me so much walking, but it's not. But on the bright side, I get in really good shape during maple season. If you've been following me for a while, you know that tree health is something that is very important to us, and that is why at the end of every season, immediately following the season, we go through and we pull all the taps from all the trees and take off the drop lines, because the average age of a sugar maple before it's tapped is 40 years old. So that's a long time. So you really want to take care of your trees, because a healthy tree is a happy tree, and it will continue to produce for you for decades, even over a century. So you really want to take care of those trees. Put up 650 drop lines this morning, and now I'm going back through, and where I hung up the drop lines, I am now going through and tapping all those trees. My gloves finally got wore out, which I've been wearing these probably for the last 2 years, and on the website it says not to get them wet, and that's all I do is pretty much get them wet every single day. They just get soaked, so I'm not surprised that they have finally worn out. And this is really nice because I was through here earlier hanging drop lines, so now I get to follow my tracks to tap the trees, which makes the walking way easier than it was this morning. And I'm working right along a creek. If anyone knows what this is, you know that this is a vine you do not want to mess with. So but this vine behind me, this is poison ivy. I'm not really sure if I'm allergic to it or not. I've been around it a lot. I know I've touched it because just when I'm out hunting and doing maple syrup, but I've never broken out from it. So I'm not sure if I'm actually allergic, because usually when I touch it, I am fully clothed, camoed up, have on gloves, you know, the whole 9 yards. So I'm not even going to try it because I don't want to find out if I'm allergic or not. So when I do see it, I purposely avoid it. Here's a look at the woods a little bit. All of our woods are set up on a slope, so that way our lines are all sloped downhill to the building, which is where our gathering tanks are. At the end of each main line, we have a valve, so that way we can turn on or off the line as we need. So we run a vacuum pump system, as I mentioned earlier, and this way, if there's any major leaks in the lines, we can find them more easily. And if we have to work on a line and we want to shut the vacuum off, we can just turn the valve, and that way the vacuum is no longer running through the line, and when you're done fixing it, you can just open it up. This is also a good way to check for leaks, because if there's a leak in your line, when you close it, you let it sit for like a couple seconds, and then when you open it back up, it shouldn't make any sound. But if you hear a little sound or a whistle, that means there's a leak in the line, and then you want to go through and walk the entire main line. I was trying to get onto that line and I just fell right under it. But I'm heading out of the woods for today. Just finished up. We are not done, but I personally finished up for today. So I'm going to go home, get something to eat, and get some nice dry clothes on. I will see you guys next time.